them how much you love them with Bob Martin.
There are thousands of puppies born daily who go unwanted, and for any pet owner, it's a big decision as to whether or not they should sterilize their animal. Lisa is the proud owner of the beautiful Georgia, and she feels it's in Georgia's best interest to be spayed.
Georgia's personality, being a Kimberley King Charles Spaniel, very mischievous, a family pet, absolutely loving, and a lot of fun, keeps us on our toes. I bought her in December last year, so she's coming up to 9, nearly 10 months old. Sterilisation is one of those things that was really important to us because the complications maybe of having dogs hanging around, you don't want the heat cycle, and also having the cost of running an animal. You know, if you're having puppies left, right and centre, it's added cost and expense that you don't need to have. So she's our loving pet. And also for the health issues for her, so that she's actually nice and fit and healthy for the rest of her life, being our family pet.
Whether you have a male or female pet, you should consult your vet for advice on sterilisation. Lisa visited Holistic Vet, veterinarian Megan Kelly, to discuss why and how dogs are sterilised.
For female dogs, the main reason is to prevent unwanted pregnancies. There are also some health benefits, which we can discuss. And the other thing is obviously to prevent them from coming onto heat. The male dog, the main reason that we castrate them is to prevent unwanted behaviours. So things like lifting their legs, humping, roaming, aggression. So that's the main reason.
Sterilisation is a very safe procedure and your pet will not feel any pain. There's virtually no risk of complications and little Georgia can go home on the same day once she's recovered from the anaesthesia and sedation.
So just wondering as to when the best time would be to actually do them with their ages and so forth.
For male dogs, we do it from 6 months, but I'd normally try and recommend if you've got a large breed male dog to try and wait until about 2 years. The testosterone really helps with muscle development, and especially when they're older, if they've got arthritis, that muscle can really help support the joints. We'd normally recommend in female dogs to spay them before the first season. If they have their first season, then we'll do it between the first and second.
Male dogs can retain the same level of testosterone for up to 60 days after being neutered. So don't worry if your boy still shows some aggressive or territorial behaviours after his surgery.
And the recovery time, what are we looking at?
For the spays, normally about 10 to 14 days. That's when the stitches come out. And for the first few days after the op, they can be a little bit tender. We'd normally recommend that you keep them quiet for that time. The male dog's usually about 7 days, and it's a less invasive surgery, and they usually recover a lot quicker.
And would we anticipate any kind of personality change with them?
No, not at all. Their personality is the same. The dog is who she is. Normally, spaying and castrating coincides with the time when they start to mature. So they might be a little bit quieter and a lot more mature, but their personality stays exactly the same.
Okay.
Dogs, cats and rabbits can be surgically sterilised, and all rescued animals are typically sterilised before they are adopted into new homes. Just as good nutrition is key for your pet's health, so too is planning for their future.
Show them how much you love them with Bob Martin.